Alright, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, verse 9. Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Alright, Shalom. I'm Zahab, GMS Mississippi Camp, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Also giving double honors to the apostles, the GMS, and also saying salutations to the elect. Alright, and today I'm going to go into a topic of basically surviving off the basics, because although this basically is a physical scripture, like it's a literal scripture, Ezekiel literally ate bread, basically bread and water, for 390 days. All right, and basically that was going to represent how Israel was going to eat during basically the siege. All right, so for over a year, Ezekiel basically ate bread. Now, if you do the research on surviving off bread, you're going to find out that millions of people in the world outside of America basically survive off what they call staple food. So basically what Ezekiel ate today would be called a staple food. And a staple food is a basic food that people in a certain culture survive off of to sustain themselves, not for pleasure's sake, but for basically sustenance. All right, but you can apply that to your life. All right, because we're going to come a point in time where basically we're going to survive off of food and water of the scriptures, man. The basic simplicity of the scriptures, knowing that the Lord, knowing the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Lord, knowing who you are according to the scriptures, an Israelite, knowing that the Most High and His Son are so-called black men, knowing that He came back for you, the elect. All right, knowing that America is going to be destroyed, and knowing that the catastrophic events that are going to be at hand is something that has to pass in order for us to get our kingdom, man. All right, it's not going to be the end of the world, so to speak, man. All right. So basically, those are survival scriptures. Like the bread that Ezekiel ate was survival food. Ezekiel 4:9, when it describes, wheat and barley, beans, lentils, and millet, that's basically combined. That's a complete food source, man. That's a whole food, man. It basically would be considered a superfood because it has the carbohydrates, the fats, the proteins, and the micronutrients. So even today, you can survive off of that stuff, man. That and water, of course, because you have the rest of a lot of people in the rest of the world outside of America survive off that, man. All right, and from there, I'm going to go to 1 Timothy 6:8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. So although that's literal there in itself as well, but you can apply that in a spiritual sense to the food and raiment basically being the basic necessities of the scriptures, man. You don't have to get deep, If the Most High give you that capacity to, get, deep understanding, that's great, because different body parts have different functions, But as far as, surviving off the basics, man, you could just get the basic bread of the scriptures, man. And you're going to grow. You're like a plant that's planted in the soil, because in 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 3:7, I said that, man planted and the Most High giveth the increase. So we're like little seeds in the soil, and we slowly grow and we sprout and we produce seed, man. But that comes within time, forcing out the course of the river. But the point is, man, basically we surviving out the basics of the scriptures, man. All right. And everything else is like it adds on to the foundation, but nothing is stronger than the foundation. All right. But with that, I hope brothers were edified. They can add to the arsenal, the spiritual arsenal. And to the next lesson, I'm gonna say Shalom.